Rev, as you know, this country right now it's bananas, and this guy trying to take over DC and just weaponize these things. And I mean, he's going to think twice to try to do that in New York, though. Then the boogie down.
Okay, that's Spike Lee and Reverend Al Sharpton. If Al Sharpton is for the people, for the black people, why is it that he is so dead against having black neighborhoods cleaned up? Doesn't he understand that there are black Americans that work for a living? What is he thinking? He doesn't think that there's black people that go to work every day, pay their bills, and want to do the right things in those neighborhoods, that want to be safe, that deserve to be safe. I've been following Al Sharpton around for a little while. He is at one of the biggest race baiters out there. He doesn't care about his people. He doesn't care about the law. This man was $4.5 million in back taxes. Was, still is. Every time you see some kind of riot or some kind of injustice that he says, you'll find Al Sharpton only if there's a large amount of money that he can make. Let's dive into the video. I want people to see, make your own decision, comment below, tell me how you think about Al Sharpton. Is he for the people, or is he just about the money? Let's find out.
And as long as we continue to divide Americans by race, and you've made a career out of dividing people by race. You've been a race hustler your entire career. You've made a lot of money at it. You haven't even bothered to pay your taxes at it. And all you do is divide Americans by race. And frankly, people are tired of it.
Mr. Stewart, I'm not going for the bait. This is not about me. Everybody knows I'm not.
Is that it's very interesting how people can just lie and mischaracterize what I said. The video's on my social media. Go to @ByronDonald. You can listen to it in full. I never said or insinuated anything about Jim Crow being better. Just was talking about the marriage rates of black families in America during that time period. It's an empirical fact.
You mentioned Jim Crow. Wait a minute. I've watched your video. You mentioned Jim Crow 4 times. One time you referred to families. All families did less. They had higher divorce rates in the 60s and 70s as the nation opened up. This wasn't because of Jim Crow kept blacks together. Blacks couldn't vote. Those families couldn't go downtown. I mean, to in any way infer that the black families were better than Jim Crow. I mean, I've said things that I've later said I shouldn't have said it that way.
I've never said that.
Can't you own that even sanitizing Jim Crow, even if that wasn't your intention, was to say, that's my intention, I'm sorry for using those words?
Well, first of all, I never sanitized Jim Crow. I was just talking about the era in which black marriage rates were higher than they were during the Great Society and every other point in American history.
But why did you say Jim Crow?
Because that's a period of time, Reverend.
The period of time was the 50s, if you wanted to say the 50s.
That's when it happened.
You said Jim Crow.
That's when it happened. Because that was the era in which marriage rates were higher. Look, you had Joe Biden a couple years ago talking about Jim Crow 2.0, talking about Georgia's law, and he lied. He lied then. So are we not allowed to talk about that era, or only are we allowed to talk about it when we do want to recall all the history of Jim Crow and all the tragedies that occurred during Jim Crow?
As you see, everything with him, Al Sharpton here, is race issue. He is talking to a congressman, a black congressman, that is very successful. It's for everybody, not just one set of race. He's for everybody. And he is going to break him down and turn this into a race issue. That was debunked, by the way, down the road. He continuously hustles race. That's all he does. Hustle race. Him and Joy Reid, MSNBC. Well, she's gone now, but this man is paid over $1 million a year to hustle this. Okay, I know people my age out there, you remember back when we were kids, this race wasn't going on, man. We didn't give a shit who we were playing with. We were just playing with our friends. But they have to do this. And as time's gone by, people, you've seen how divided our country's becoming because of these race baiters. Then you got the liberal whites that are race baiting just along with them. So our country is becoming seriously divided by a man who doesn't believe in anything, okay? He is never, ever going to be a Martin Luther King. Never. Martin Luther King believed what he preached. Martin Luther King followed everything that he said. He stood by what he said, and he believed it in his heart. This man, all he sees is money. Please comment below. Tell me what you're believing about this guy, because I have not found anything good about him, and I've been all over the internet for a long time trying to find something that he really believed in that he was going to do, because everything is about money with this guy. He won't back anybody up unless there's money involved.
Good evening to you. I'm Christine Johnson.
And welcome, everyone. I'm Maurice Dubois. Those stories are straight ahead. But first, after all these years, the Reverend Al Sharpton admits he was an FBI informant.
Yes, he says that he was the cat that got the rats. But others say that Sharpton's secret life was not by choice. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer has the story.
Michelle Obama probably never knew that one of the guests at her recent White House 50th birthday party was an FBI mafia informant who helped bring down members of the Genovese crime family. Reverend Al Sharpton, now a confidant of both the First Lady and the President and of Mayor Bill de Blasio, has his own unique take on his days as the government's confidential informant number 7.
In my own mind, I was not an informant. I was cooperating with investigations.
The revelations threaten to embarrass Sharpton as he kicks off his National Action Network convention this week, with de Blasio and President Obama the headliners. But de Blasio, who calls Sharpton family, is sticking by his buddy.
Doesn't change the relationship one bit. I'm very proud to be his friend. I think he has done a lot of good for the city of New York and for this country. I have the exact same positive view of him I had before.
Sharpton has been dogged for years by reports that he was an FBI informant, helping the government go after boxing promoter Don King and music executives. Now we learn he also went after mobsters, including the legendary Vincent the Chin Gigante, the so-called Oddfather who paraded around in his bathrobe and pajamas. Though he has ducked and dodged questions about whether he wore a wire for the feds, that wasn't possible today since a batch of government documents were made public.
The conversations were recorded.
And there's also the issue of how he became an informant. Some say he was pressured into it after he was caught in a drug sting. This HBO undercover sting video that aired in 2002 shows Sharpton with a cowboy hat pulled down over his bouffant hairdo. Sharpton appears to nod when an agent offers him a cut from future drug sales. But now Sharpton claims he went to the feds for protection from threats from mob-connected music executives.
Okay, just gets better, doesn't it? The reverend that he is. How this man is not in prison is beyond me. The Democratic Party, you know what they do with him? They use him and let him do his little thing that he does, and it keeps him out of jail. He's in back taxes, did a drug deal on video with the FBI, turned informant. Basically, that's back when the FBI was after to get Don King. And he went to Michael Francis, and they tried getting the FBI to set up Michael Francis and Don King, making deals on boxing promotions or whatever that happened back then. He has been dirty since day one, and he sits and passes judgment off on anybody that he can pass judgment off on. He needs to take a look in the mirror and see what he is. People, he just doesn't care. He doesn't care about the black Americans. He hates whites. That's obvious. He is just a disgrace.
Now I want y'all to help me correct President Trump to teach him what it means. Trump said she used to work for me. No, she used to perform for you. She worked for us.
Nelson Mandela and 80 of his constituents were trying to come to the United States.
Yeah.
The United States government wasn't helping him. No one was helping him. You chartered a 727 plane for their entire trip.
Yeah.
How is somebody, and it's crazy because you can talk about anything, and why is it hard for you to talk about the things you've done? It runs in your family. Your father helped build a synagogue. I mean, why do we not know those things?
It's something that I've never, I love doing it. I don't need praise for it. I don't, we all like a certain level of praise, but I've never I just like helping people. I help a lot of people, and I enjoy doing it, and I never talk about it. It's nice that you bring it up. I also think it's not a narrative that the press likes talking about, for me.
But I think it would help a lot of the American people who have been misled, I myself included. Now, listen, I'm voting for you now because of the man you are, not just because of the policies, because not every American will get the opportunity that I had to saw who you were backstage. And that's why I have this list. I mean, I have testimonials. We can't go through all because of time.
I want to see them.
Now, this was.
And you got Reverend running all over the world telling everybody how racist Donald Trump is. Do you remember the Nelson Mandela? Trump sent his airplane to get him and his family out of there. Nobody else was there to help him. Trump has done more for the black community and black people than Reverend Sharpton ever thought about doing. People, if you looked into him and looked into the things this man has been involved in, from selling drugs, getting busted, turning informant, to back taxes, to he's done a lot of shady things to people, white, black, it doesn't matter. He doesn't, in my opinion, does not believe in racism. He believes that there's a lot of money to make out there at racism. And between Al Sharpton, Joy Reid, and there's a few others out there, they are dividing our country. And to me, that is very disgusting. I have a lot of black people that I work with that are great guys. We all get along. We all barbecue together. We all just have a good time. But it's people like that. That's their goal. They want to divide our country. And there are the people out there, like I've said in the past, that are feeble-minded, that believe and they believe in this.
Mr. Sharpton, why have you not been an advocate for the children that are being trafficked at the border right now, or all of the kids that are being brought over that have been drugged or sedated coming into the country, where up to 40% of the kids that have come across the border have gone missing? Where is your voice then? Why are you not speaking up for these children, sir? Why are you not being a voice for the children, for all the kids that have gone missing? Why are you not speaking up for the children that have gone missing within the government? Sorry, can I bring a mask on? Nobody's screaming in your face. Nobody's screaming in your face. Nobody's even talking to you.
To my
rest of your Democrat Party at?
Former U.S. Ambassador to South Africa.
Why are you not being a voice for the children missing at the border? 40% of children that have come in unaccompanied are now missing from the border. Kids are being sedated at the U.S. border. Why are you not being a voice for the children?
Atlanta, Georgia, New Birth Baptist Church.
Must be mainstream back there.
Why are you making racism where it doesn't exist?
How much money? Why are you trying to come and provoke violence? Why are you here advocating for violence? Why are you here advocating for violence? Del Rio is not a racist city. Del Rio is a loving, caring community. We don't want your racism in Texas. Get out of here. Nobody wants to hear your racist nonsense in Del Rio. You're a racist. Nobody wants you in Texas. Nobody wants you in Texas. Why are you not a voice for the children that have gone missing at the border? Where is your voice then? Get out with your racism. Get out with your reverse racism. Get out of here. Texas does not want your nonsense. This is a loving community. We denounce your racism and your hatred. Get out of Texas. Get out of Texas.
Be here for America, not just for your people.
Where are you speaking up for Americans? Why do you not speak up for the American citizens? Why don't you speak up for the children that are being trafficked through the border? Why are you not a voice for the 40% of children that have gone missing this year alone?
It's a weaponization of the media.
Stop with the race baiting. Del Rio will not succumb to your nonsense. Del Rio is not a racist community. Our border patrol agents are not racist. Our border patrol agents are heroes. Our border patrol agents are heroes. Our border patrol agents are heroes. Our heroes. Our border patrol agents are heroes. Get out of here. Del Rio denounces your racism and bigotry. Get out of here. Right.
We going. Give it all. Thank you. Yeah, there's one gun for everybody.
Why are you not being a voice for the children? Why don't you advocate for children, man? Huh? Look at me. Why don't you advocate for the children? Look at me, you little coward. Look at me. You coward. You coward. You coward. You're a coward, Al Sharpton. You're a coward.
Not even coming here.
Stop pushing racism. Who are you? Nobody's even talking to you. You're nobody. Get out of here.
Somebody. You know talking about love and all that stuff. You ain't acting love.
You know what this guy is doing? Bringing nonsense into this community, bringing a bunch of freaking racism. This is all race bait. This is all race bait. This is all race bait. I'm a first generation American. I stand for Americans, chump.
Whatever.
Go get a shot.
I ain't backing down from you, Trump. I had enough of you leftist pussies. Say something.
You didn't figure anything different in this, did you? Surely. You didn't figure anything different than this. Nobody wants you down here. Go home. Where the hell that is?
Well, everybody, I kind of not apologize, but I wish you could have heard what the Reverend Al.
So there you have it, people. If Al Sharpton doesn't have his news media around, you know, the one that's bought by the Democrat Party, he has nothing to say. He is called out on his bullshit all over the place, people. If it's not MSNBC, if it's not CNN, if it's a normal news group that tells the truth, that's what it is. And he is just, I don't know, people. Tell me how you feel. I personally don't believe Reverend Al Sharpton believes in what Al Sharpton says he believes. I don't think Al Sharpton is for the people. I think he makes money from the people. So people, please comment below and tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button and share and like if you would. See you guys next time.